frozen. Oh man. I'm hoping that this goes down to like a 2 or a 4 or something. So it looks like it's a bit more than the top block. Better connect in the center. Alright, time for my proper thingy. I sort of wish that I had the auger. I know some people will be like, yeah, this will dig faster and stuff. But I always like the fact that with the auger, you don't have to worry about stamina. Especially since, like, if I had one more point at the moment, I would probably consider putting it into stamina. Even though I will get quite a lot of resources for having, like, the extra mother load and stuff. And, like, the minus 69er and stuff will help my tools last a bit longer. So I may not have to repair them as much, which would be nice. I wonder, I never really like checked, but I assume it must work for like weapons a little bit. Like, I mean like the bow is what I'm thinking. Yeah, I know you're out of stamina. Let's get you one of the yucca smoothies I brought along for this. We're still good for food at the moment, but this will give me a little bit of food too every time I eat it. Yeah, this isn't too bad. It went like 1 to 4 to fucking 8 or so. As long as these two connect, we get a good vein out of it. Because I'm getting some good rock with this too, and I need rock for cement. So that'll work out great. I got like 2,000 clay. I've got like nearly 5,000 rock, which is really good. I'm getting some good XP from this too. Like, that's the other thing I like about the auger. So as much as like, as I said, like, yeah, this will power through and stuff a little bit faster and whatever. I do like the fact that the auger does not really require stamina. And if I was to put on like a learning elixir while I'm doing it, the amount of XP I can just like farm in like a very short amount of time, it makes it really, really worth it for me. Like, usually speaking, like I do have to generally go mining at some point in time with, you know, not necessarily an inferior weapon, but like I don't generally start mining with this. I normally luck out and get like the double-ended one of these things. You know, the steel pickaxe or whatever. But I didn't this time. We weren't that lucky. Let me just join this up in the center. So yeah, I'm starting with the iron one, and at least I've got that. Because otherwise it would be shovel and axe, you know, and that doesn't do the same kind of thing. I want to just connect these two holes together so that they're, I can kind of like go in a line between them too. So I think I've got one down lower than the other at the moment. I love watching like the soil go down with this, because I'm like, the thought process is this is just going into my inventory. Like, I'm not just digging this away to the side somewhere. It's literally supposed to be in my inventory. Alright, I'll get rid of this bit here and that should be enough. No. This should straight line it, hopefully. Yeah, there's still more clay between it, but whatever. I'll dig that out. There's also stone here. Usually when you hit stone, there's not usually more resources beyond that. But since this is between two veins, I kind of want to hope that it is. This is definitely working for replenishment's sake. I'm hoping if I get rid of like the little bit of stone that we had, this might connect. It may connect lower down, but I'd like it to connect more on a surface level. It's not looking like it's going to connect. The other thing too is some of these veins are only really small. So like this one back here does kind of look like it's going somewhere, but it doesn't at the same time. It looks like it's going away from this one. But it's also already on rock. So it could be one of those ones that's only like 8 or so squares, although I'm seeing it down there, so maybe not. Some of this is fucking clay and sand. Actually, I'm not getting much sand, hey? Okay. There's a spot there. And I think this side might be drained. Is there more? Little bit. Tiny bit there. Alright, so this one's going to go down a little bit, but like barely. Really barely. I don't even know if I'm getting it. That's... Oh no, yeah, no, I'm getting some. I'm just seeing like the rock is coming through first, and I'm like, oh, I've got all this rock first. Alright, get rid of that. I don't see more. That looks like that may have been all it was over here. Like, I can still dig it out. Like, I still need clay, don't get me wrong. It's a good spot, like, if I need clay and stuff. But if these two aren't actually going anywhere... Okay, this is an actual, like, deep mine. They weren't connecting, and that was concerning. Because usually when you get 2 nodes, usually I look for 3. But when you got 2, there's a chance they'll connect, or there's a chance that they're really shallow. Or one of them's a mine and one of them's not. So, never be too sure. I hate finding a short mine. Because, like, it's like that. We just end up with, like, a dangerous hole, but not an actually, like, practical, like, deep hole where, like, I'm getting more and more resources for every mine. Like, this one looks like it's going down, but it might not. I'd be kind of annoyed if it's not. Because, like, I really need more nitrate. This looks like it might be going down. I've got a lot of clay in this area. I'm also going to have to make sure... Yeah, no, this one looks like it's going down a bit. I'm going to have to also make sure I can dig out of here, too, at some point. Might as well dig this. I'm getting clay. Plus, I want it to be that it's not, like, a straight fucking down hole. Like, I can use this for stone and other stuff, too, if I really need it. Obviously, I passed that really big, beautiful stone on the way here, so that would be closer. But clearing this out would be good, too. I don't know if you guys heard my neck then, but that was a bit of a crunch. Plus, it might uncover more nitrate. I doubt it. Generally speaking, the resources are pretty obvious. Like, you either have resources in the hole or you don't. For fuck's sake. I almost was like, when I was saying in the hole, I was thinking of, there's this fucking TikTok account that I've been watching lately. And he's always like, in the bowl. And I'm like, it's the same shit. It's kind of scoop shaped. The hole's the same shape as a bowl. Oh man, I hope that somebody like also watches him and gets the reference, because it's like what's his name? I keep calling him Jason, but he's Jordan. I don't know why Jason comes to mind first, but yeah, Jordan. Apparently, a lot of people watch him. He's the Get So Close Right Now guy. Oh man. At least I'm getting clay. It's almost nighttime too, so I kind of want to see what I can get with the nitrate. I'm not going to find an area that's going to get me good coal before nightfall, unless I really luck out and find like a coal mine, and then I would have to dig basically straight down, like pinhole it kind of thing, because that's the only way I could get away from zombies that way. Also, so I heard that there's a new sort of trick you can do with 7 Days to Die. I personally haven't tested it myself because I don't have a lot of resources. But you know how before you load in, you know when you're on that spawn on bed screen? And you can hear like all your base stuff like burning and whatever. So you used to sort of be able to do this in a different kind of way if you had like a server or something, right? But if you didn't have a server, you're kind of locked to the only times that you're on and playing for like your cooktops and your smelters or forges or whatever and all that to kind of like smelt stuff, right? Or cook stuff. And supposedly what you can do is you can actually not completely start the game. So you can load into the point where you're supposed to spawn on your bed, but not actually spawn. And if you can hear the all of your equipment running, it should forge out all of your gear. So if you've got something that's going to cook and it's going to take an hour, you might be better off going back to the main menu, then loading back in and not actually hitting start, because it apparently doesn't progress your daytime at all, allegedly. And it does progress like whatever your smelting and building order is. So that is useful for people that don't want to like accidentally tick forward into like Blood Moon or something like that, but they need their ammo before then. You can leave it sit on your start screen while it smelts out or crafts all your ammo and shit that you need for that Blood Moon. And then bam, you've got stuff for when you log in. You know, I think that's actually really useful. Obviously, it's something that kind of one of those things where I'm sure as soon as Fun Pimps gets wind of it, it will be probably fixed, so we can't have our fun. But, you know, in the meantime, we can have our fun. So, yeah. For anybody that obviously, like, works long hours and doesn't really get to play 7 Days to Die as much as they want to, or perhaps is in a position where they can't, like, sit there and wait forever for their materials to craft, that could be a good out for you, because, like, if you're in a position where maybe you can leave your computer running during the day or overnight when you sleep, you could leave it on that, you know, that screen that's supposed to be, like, spawning you and stuff, and you could get all your shit ready, you know. Small hacks, whatever helps. Because, like, I get that, like, not everybody has, like, all day, all night, or a weekend or whatever to be able to play games. And the older you get, less time you generally get to have for fun and relaxation and stuff. And games like this, I don't know about you guys, but I find them as just, like, fun and relaxation for the most part. Like, obviously there's quests and objectives and stuff like that, but, like, if you're a busy working person, just any small thing to help, you know, allow you to be able to spend more of your free time actually playing is just a nice thing. Like, I don't know if one would be using it just because, like, it handicaps me a little bit, and I'm sure there's a few people out there that be like, I like the handicap of having to, like, wait for my shit because then I'm unprepared for it. But, you know, I'm sure there'll be times like that. I'm sure that my chem station has done that in the past, because, like, when I had a server, when I had a lot of people playing, people could hop on at any point in time with the server. So we kind of thought for a long time that the time was just moving forwards because people were on it. But depends on what we had set up. If we had it that, you know, the time progressed forwards regardless of if somebody was logged in, the time would still progress forwards. So if you had like 200 hours of bullets that you're making, or gunpowder as fuel or something like that, like, you could literally just fuck off, and while everybody else is doing stuff, it would progress forwards. It was great. It was one of those few things that was really useful. At least this did turn into mine, by the way. It kind of, like, crapped out before where it was, but this one kind of brought it over, and it's going down now, so it's good. Also getting pretty late into night. I've got like 3,000 of this. I'm not going to get myself a full stack, and I think I know that. I don't have, like, any mining candies or anything. Usually when I come out and I do mining, I get myself some candies and I get extra, right? But I don't generally do that early because I want to have at least something that I can absolutely fly through it. I'm not using too many yucca smoothies. Like, I could probably... Like, if I was to secure this place a little bit more, or cement up the top of it, like, you know how I sealed myself in one? That was great. That worked. But I don't think that would work indefinitely for me. Like, I may have to spot out somewhere that I can do coal. Like, this is going to be enough that I can very, very obviously get some planter boxes done. I'll see if I can make some planter boxes when I go back. I do like mining nitrate, by the way. I think it's a generally pretty rock. I don't have a headlight on me. I think I passed up the option to have a headlight, but still. Hey, Weevil, welcome in. What are you up to? I'm just trying to get me some nitrate. Try not to get trapped in a hole. But I think I'm successfully getting trapped in a hole, unfortunately. So that is happening. I might have to head back. Show me a map. I'm not too far away. Oh, that's the wastelands. Oh, hello. So, hold up. So we've got snow, desert, we've got the biome, and then here is the wastelands. I'm that close to the wastelands. I'm that close to bears. Okay, that's actually a legit concern. Let me get out here. I might be able to jump that, but I'm not going to try it. Okay, so what was that? North? No. Opposite. And there's a zombie out here somewhere. That way. Okay. Oh, fuck off. There's a horde. Isn't it? Wow. Okay. I should be fine. So I still got bullets, but that looks like that's a little bit more than a regular horde. Where'd he game with a friend and it was fun. Nice. I'm glad you had some fun. I might need to cut down a few extra trees here. Yeah, no, is that the same friend you made the other week? I need you to die, mate. If I could get you guys going with like a headshot, that'd be brilliant. For this driving game, we have to build a car and drive in the desert. Sometimes you see houses where you have to kill zombies and it was awesome. Nice. It sounds pretty interesting. I don't think I've heard of a game like that. So it's pretty interesting to me. It was nice. Well, I'm glad you had fun. You're enjoying playing some games with your friend. So that has to be... I just want to poke my nose over here and see if there's like a bear. That looks like a living bear. I'm probably far enough away I could probably cap that. Okay, one clip this time. That's not too bad. I've got a zombie walking over to it though. I need this before he gets it. Yeah, I hear you coming, mate. This is my kill, not yours. He's gonna go for this. I just wanted to see this place because it's supposed to have like zombie dogs, and last time I saw the Wastelands, it had normal bears in it, which was really weird because it should be zombie bears. Also, I didn't mark up my mine. That's okay. I can go back up into the city. I'm pretty close to the city itself. I'm like over here, basically. I could do with cutting down like a tree or two on the way if I got the time for it. My yucca smoothie should be okay. I'll mark up that mine once I get home. I think I should be able to do that. Honestly, it looks like another trader base there. Okay. Yeah, if I can get a couple more trees, that would be good. Just because I used up a lot of wood making the fence, and like, even if I was to be able to make up the amount of wood that I used today, I probably wouldn't have enough wood to make more than what I used, you know. That's really close to a zombie encampment. It's fine. It's one of the laying down dudes, so I'm not too worried about that. Oh man. Okay. No, I woke him up. I didn't mean to wake you up, mate. I just want to get a little bit further away from you, because I can also make potatoes when I get home. I'm also curious if that would, if I set it off. Alright. I'm not too far away from home. Probably take this dead tree out. I'm not stressed that I'm not going to get home in time. I'm not that far away. But I would like a chance to kind of like loot some things and cut down some things as I go. You know? If I can. Like, this has almost got me up to the same amount of wood that I used making the boxes. Like, 1 or 2 more trees. Maybe do it. What have I got on this? Yeah. I would also like to be able to get, you know how you get like gemstones from mining and stuff? That would be really nice to get eventually. Pretty sure this is really close to my house too. I don't generally take out too many trees near home. Yeah, now I've got a little bit more wood than I started with, which is good. Because like, I'm gonna need it. Like either for spikes or boxes or whatever. But I will need it. But there's my base. So we had time to get back here. So cool thing is I've got to like take out that that underground morgues area, which is really good. I should actually, since I've got time, I'll just fix up my spikes. If I could make a couple of extra spikes, that'd be great too. Not that. There we go. Get me up with like, I don't know, 8? I'll come back to this spot because a couple of them have got damage, but not quite enough that I want to remove it yet. Do you like survival games? Sort of. Like, yes, but it also has to be like, I don't know. Like, I enjoy 7 Days to Die. I play 7 Days to Die, like, all hell. But in saying that, like, there's other zombie survival games and stuff like that, or just survival games and stuff that just don't interest me. And, you know, there'd be like things that would never get me to play it. Like, for instance, I like the idea of the forest. I would not play the forest because, like, I don't know, I can't deal with like being jump scared and like, I don't know, not being safe in my own encampment, stuff like that. What else is there? There's like other games as well. It really just depends. And a lot of the time with games, it's really just like, I gotta want to play that game, you know? Let's see if I can put one of these here. I've got like a couple spare. I don't really need to put them around the edges here, but if I could just catch the odd zombie, that would be great. This game reminds me of that. Yeah. I don't know. What is the game that you're playing that's called? Because, like, I haven't heard one where you, like, drive around desert and stuff. Because, like, you can live out in the desert here. And there are zombies and there are houses and stuff to, like, loot and scavenge and all sorts of stuff. But, like, I haven't lived out in the desert for ages. And obviously, like, there's vehicles and stuff. But then it also depends. Because, like, the different alphas have had, like, different appearances and different kind of, like, I don't know, functionalities and stuff. I should be able to make a bunch of potatoes now too. Get rid of all these. That way I can plant my potatoes. Now that I can make potato seeds, I can actually start like cooking. The other thing too is I would like to have more planter boxes up here, and I don't know if I've got enough materials for it. Like, I got enough clay on me. I did also get some silver too when I was out as well, so I can sell that. Give me that as well. I'll make some arrows while I'm standing here. I did use up a few bullets while I was out though. This is gonna really impact my ability. Actually, I should be able to make fucking spores and shit now. Oh, Phoenix is howling at the moon. You know how it is. I think if I do the full set of them as seeds the first go, I should be able to get like a serious harvest out of them. So that's what I'm going to do. Then I'll see about making farm plots, because I should have plenty of this stuff on me. I don't want like, I don't think I want 25, but maybe we try for 15 and see how many that like works out for up here. It should be fine. Context embarrassing, it's Roblox game that I played. Now that makes sense. Roblox can be played in like all kinds of ways. I've been asked a few times if I play Roblox, and not really. Doesn't, like, there's a lot of variations of it out there, but the like fundamentals of it being like very cubey people doesn't really interest me. In the same way that like for a long time like Minecraft didn't really interest me because like the lower graphics made me nauseous. I guess there's a rabbit outside. Yeah, the super pixelated graphics kind of made me nauseous for a long time. Just to, like, look at it, because Nick used to play it, and I was like, you know, there was so much to do with it. I'm like, I wouldn't mind playing it, but if I played Minecraft, I'd have to play it on like such high graphics, like some kind of like graphics pack or something, which, you know, kind of defeats the purpose of like what the game is, I guess. Is that from Dream House wagging tail cautiously? No, you're like Phoenix, you're like howling into the night. You'll be fine, Viking. You'll be safe, you'll live. And Phoenix is here too, so I guess everybody's having them. Good, Phoenix? Azula's also in the room too, but she's like out of it. She's on the ground. Play Minecraft with good graphics or well shaders. Just find it prettier. I've seen some really gorgeous ones that are like super realistic, and I'm like, I would definitely play those. But like the only thing with Minecraft is the only thing that worries me about the game itself is like with like Sunkenland. When I watch people play it, unless they're playing with people, it strikes me as a very lonely game. Like a game that will make you feel lonely like while you play it. Because I found that like Sunkenland was like really interesting, but at the same time, like when I was playing it solo, I just tended to find that I was like, you know, there's only so much to do. What the hell was that? Oh, it's a chicken. Yeah, there's only so much to do at all times kind of thing. Very lonely game when you play alone. I kind of figured that. Like some games make you feel like you're the only person in existence when you're playing them. Not in a good way. Like they don't make you feel like good or happy or whatever. And yeah, some of the games, anything that's like that, like I probably won't enjoy. They won't buy more of that, so I might as well put that back. But yeah, things like 7 Days to Die, like there is to some degree, like sure you can probably feel like a little bit lonely if you're playing this after playing like with a really big group. It might be really difficult to step back down to being solo. But I think the thing is like, because there are zombies, there are NPCs and shit like that around the place, I don't find it that lonely. Like it feels like a world that's lived in. Like, you know, you can walk into a room and you never know for sure if you're going to be alone in that room. Because, you know, zombies want to eat you. I want to sell this. I don't want to sell my bike or anything, but I've got like extra stuff on me that I don't really want. And put all that away. Don't lock my shit down. Said Wagging Tarpley. Yeah. Look, I think any game is a bit like that anyway. If you play something solo, especially if you have been playing with like a group of people, it can make you feel very, like, genuinely, like, alone kind of thing. How much concrete can I make? That's a lot of concrete. Sure, let's do it. I want a concrete downstairs, so it's not going to do me that much, the place, but... can I make more? I think I could make concrete on this, hey? Yeah. Alright, can I make... What do I need for this? I need stone in here. Okay. That's fine. I can probably put... It's a little bit too much, but I can probably grab some more clay to buff that out to be about the same amount. Because I don't want to use all of my stone. A little bit more. That's pretty close. Honestly, it's probably just giving the whole stack. Okay, they're pretty much exactly close. I don't want that much of this stuff. 80 might still be a bit much. Just run it for a little bit. Like 41 minutes. I don't think that's going to be 41 minutes, but just in case it is, we'll get a bunch of cement. I haven't smelted any cement in here yet because I was planning on doing bullet tips because I have a lot of bullets, like bullet casings and stuff, so I think I could safely do that at the moment. That'll get us building something. I can't do anything on this yet. I gotta wait for more cement, basically. And I'm still crafting farm plots, I think. I do have extra food and shit on me, though. Not to mention the world also feels alive with buildings and bears and traders. But in Minecraft, it's just nature 90% of the game. Yeah, that's the other thing, too, is, like, in Minecraft, I think it's all mostly just wilderness. Like, there's variations of the wilderness, but it is essentially just, like, you're in a world kind of thing. Like, the only structures, apart from like the villages and stuff like that, like for the most part, the only structures will be the ones that you yourself make kind of thing. And like, that's fine and everything, but like, not really for me. Like, I don't know. I've said this before, I like games that have like an established feel to them kind of thing. Like the lore is established and it works kind of thing. Like, you know, like with Diablo and stuff like that. I like the fact that, I don't know, it feels like a place that could potentially exist somewhere.